Hello friends, I am Professor Umesh Tilke and you are watching me on my YouTube channel Made Easy. Friends, our today's topic is hexadecimal number system. Today we will learn how to write hexadecimal numbers, why we use the hexadecimal numbers, what is the base of hexadecimal number, and how we can construct hexadecimal numbers. Before proceeding to this video, I will recommend you to watch my video on the topic decimal number system, binary number system and octal number system, so that you can easily understand the concept of hexadecimal number system. The link of the video lectures on the above three topics is given in the description box. So let's move towards our today's topic, hexadecimal number system. So friends, hexadecimal number system is one among the four number systems included in the unit 1 number systems and codes of the subject digital techniques. However, students from all over country can refer it as they learn this concept in the subject with different name as prescribed by different universities. So let's start with the concept of hexadecimal number system. So now, as we have seen in previous two number system, that is binary and octal number system, that both are the new concept. Similarly, hexadecimal number system is also a new concept, because whatever octal number system does, same is done by the hexadecimal number system. So octal number system actually reduce the size of binary numbers. Same here, hexadecimal number system is also reduces the size of the binary numbers. How it reduces the size? The sample is given, see here. Now here a binary number written using 4 sets is nothing but equivalent to 1 digit of a hexadecimal number system. Why? Because when we take 4 sets in binary number system, the numbers we can write is equal to 2 power 4, that is equal to 16, and in hexadecimal number system the base is 16. So if I consider only one set, I can write 16 power 1 is equal to 16 numbers. That's why a 4 digit binary number can be represented by a single digit hexadecimal number. Thus the hexadecimal number reduces the size of binary number system. Thus a 16 digit binary number can be represented by only 4 digit hexadecimal number and make the analysis of digital signals easier. Now let's learn the hexadecimal number system. So the base of the hexadecimal number system is 16. That means it consists of 16 basic digits. See over here, it consists of 16 basic digits. Which are the 16 basic digits the number system uses? See here, it uses digit from 0 to 9, that is 10 digits, and alphabets from A to F. That means it consists of digit as well as alphabets. You can see the examples: 0, 7, A, D, 1, E, 2, C, B, 7. That means these numbers consist of digits from 0 to 9 and letters F to A to F. You cannot find letter G in hexadecimal number system because it is not the symbol used in hexadecimal number system. The symbols used are digits 0 to 9 and alphabets A to F. So now let's see how to construct the hexadecimal numbers. Okay, we know that it consists of 16 basic digits ranging from 0 to 9 and alphabets A to F. So how we construct the numbers? We use these digits, combine them to form numbers. How we combine? We consider them in a set. Set of these digits are used to construct the numbers. How many numbers I can write? Follow the formula that we have seen in previous three number systems, that is decimal, binary and octal. So the formula is m is equal to base power n. Here base is 16, that's why I have taken m is equal to 16 power n. So m is nothing but maximum numbers I can write, and n are the number of sets used. So here if we consider n is equal to 1, that is one set, then we can write 16 power 1 is equal to 16 numbers ranging from 0 to F, that means 0 to 9 and A to F. And if we consider n is equal to 2, then we can write 16 power 2 is equal to 256 numbers ranging from 00 to FF and so on. You can calculate the numbers. If you consider 3 sets, then 16 power 3 is how much? 4096. So we can write 4096 numbers. So let's see how we can write the numbers in series. See here, I have used only one set. That's why 16 power 1 is equal to 16 numbers I can write. How I can write? See here, set 0 and I have used set 0 and decimal equivalent. So in set 0, see here 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9. After 9 A is there, then B, then C, D, E and F. The leftmost column shows you the decimal equivalent of the hexadecimal number. See here 0 to 7, 8, 9 and after 10. So A in hexadecimal is equal to 10 in decimal. B in hexadecimal is equal to 11 in decimal and so on. F in hexadecimal is equal to 15 in decimal. Now see, what if I use two sets? 16 power 2 is equal to 256 numbers I can write. See, this next table shows you the 256 numbers. So it is not possible for me to show all these 256 number on a single slide. So I have make different slides over here. See here, decimal equivalent 0 to 7 I have written the hexadecimal equivalents. Decimal 8 to 15, after 7 that is 8, I have written the hexadecimal equivalents. After 15, 16 is there, therefore 16 to 23 in decimal I have shown the hexadecimal equivalent hexadecimals in blue color. So only 24 numbers have been shown on this slide. So next slide shows you the remaining numbers. After 23 we must get 24 in decimal, and after 17 we must get 18 in hexadecimal, and so here 24, 18. So up to 24 to 31 I have shown you the equivalent hexadecimal number. Similarly, right from 24 to 63, this slide includes, next slide includes 64 to 95, next slide include 96 to 127 and thus up to 255. So many slides we have. So let us consider the equivalent hexadecimal numbers, how we have written. So here 16 power 2 is equal to 256 number I can write. So as 16 I have considered second power, that means two sets I have used over here, set 0 and set 1. And remember the method we have used in decimal, octal and binary numbers. That is, in set 0 use all the digits in series, and in that case in set 1 use first digit and keep it constant until the final digit in set 0. So see here, in set 0 I have used all the digits in series up to F, and in that case in set 1 first digit is used, that is 0, and is kept constant until this final digit of set 0. Now here set 1 have used only one digit. Set 1 must use all digits to complete the numbers. So in set 0 the digits are repeated again. See here, in set 0 digits are repeated again, and in set 1 next digit to 0, that is 1 is used. 1 is used and kept constant until the final digit of set 0. 7 is not the final digit. So let us see on the next slide. Here 8, 9 up to F. So we have used 1 up to F. Now after 1F we come across 20. How 20? Again in set 0 all the digits are repeated right from 0 to 7 and 8 to F, and in that case next digit to 1, that is 2 is used in set 1. So 2 is used and kept constant until the final digit of set 0. The process is continued. See over here, after 2F in set 0 digits are repeated from 0 to 7 and 8 to F, and in set 1 next digit to 2, that is 3 is used and kept constant until the final digit used in set 0. So this process is continued until set 1 uses F, that is the final digit. So see here, after 3 we get 4 in set 1. We have used 4 up to F. Then we have used 5 in set 1 and kept it constant until F in set 0. So here we have used 6 in set 1 and kept it constant until F is used in set 0. After that, after 6, 7 is there. So set 1 uses 7 and keep it constant until set 0 uses F. It is continued until set 1 uses F. So after 7, set 1 must use digit 8. So next slide. See here, set 1 uses digit 8 and keep it constant until set 0 uses F. So after 8, set 1 uses 9 and keep it constant until set 0 uses F. Set 1 uses A and keep it constant until set 0 uses F. After A, B is there. So see here, set 1 uses B, set 0 uses 0. Set 1 uses B and keep it constant until set 0 uses F. After B, set 1 uses digit C, letter C. You can refer digit also or symbol also. Set 1 uses digit C, set 0 uses digit 0, set C1 uses C and keep it constant until set 0 uses F. After CF, we get D0. Set 1 uses D and set 0 uses 0. Set 1 uses D and keep it constant until set 0 uses F. After D, we get E in set 1. Set 1 uses E and keep it constant until set 0 uses F. After that, EF, set 1 uses F, the final digit, and keep it constant until set 0 uses F. Now set 1 has used F, set 0 has used F. So further number cannot be written after FF. If we have to write the further number, we must consider set 2. Now in that set 2, 1 will be used, and in set 1 and set 0, 0 0 will be used. So after FF, 1 0 0 will be the number over here. So this is how write hexadecimal numbers in series. What if we have to write the hexadecimal numbers in random way? We uses the weight method. So see here, digit used in set 0 uses weight of 16 power 0 is equal to 1. Digit used in set 1 uses 16 power 1 is equal to 16 weight. Digit used in set 2 has a weight of 16 power 2 is equal to 256. Digit used in set 3 is equal to 16 power 3 is equal to 4096 is the weight of the digit used in set 3. This is for integer part. Now let's find out the weight for digits used in fractional part. So digit used in set 1 of a fractional part has a weight of 16 power minus 1, that is 1 by 16 is equal to 0.0625. If you have a calculator, you can find it. Digit used in set 2 in fractional part has a weight of 16 power minus 2, that is 1 by 256. So this is the calculated result, 0.0039065 is the weight of digit used in set 2 of a fractional part, and that is why it is also known as a weighted codes. So that means all these 4 number system are the weighted codes: decimal, binary, octal, hexadecimal. All these 4 number systems are actually the weighted codes. So now let's see how to construct the numbers. In example 1, I have shown you that digit 5 is used in set 1. So digit 5 is used in set 1 and B in set 0. B in set 0. I have used the set numbers in ascending order. So here the weight of this set is 16 power 0 is equal to 1. Weight of this set is equal to 16 power 1 is equal to 16. So let's find out the place values. Here it is a place value. Let's edit it. So place value of digit B is 1 multiplied by digit B. No, consider its decimal equivalent. So decimal equivalent of, because this multiplication we are doing in decimal, this place values are in decimal. So consider decimal equivalent of B. Decimal equivalent of B is 11. If you are confused over here, it will be cleared in next slides. So 11 multiplied by 1 is equal to 11 will be the place value of this digit B. Then 5 multiplied by 16 is equal to 80 will be the place value of this digit 5. Now let's move towards the next example. Next example consists of fractional part as well as integer part. So see here, again I have rearranged the set numbers. I have used 0 as a center point over here. From 0 in upward direction I have used the set numbers of integer part, and from 0 in downward direction I have considered the set numbers of fractional part. So here you can find out the weight. Before that we have to check the place digits, whether we have placed correctly or not. So let's find out. This number uses digit 1 in set 3. So I have placed digit 1 in set 3. Okay, that's correct. It uses digit 2 in set 2. So I have placed digit 2 in set 2. Correct. Then this uses digit C in set 1. So I have placed digit C in set 1. It uses digit E in set 0. So I have placed digit E in set 0. Okay, I have missed the statement. So let's edit it. Okay, I have edited it. So it also uses D in set 1 of a fraction. So construct the number. So I have used D over here in a fraction, that is set number 1. So let's find out the weights. So set 3 has a weight of 16 power 3 is equal to 4096. Set 2 has a weight of 16 power 2, that is 256. Set 1 has a weight of 16 power 1, that is 16. Set 0 has a weight of 16 power 0, that is 1. And set 1 in fractional part has a weight of 16 power minus 1, that is equal to 1 by 16 is equal to 0.0625. Now let's find out the place values. So I'll edit here. So let's find out the place values. 4096 weight multiplied by digit 1, we get 4096. 256 multiplied by digit 2, we get 512. So 512 will be the place value of this digit 2. C, that is 12 multiplied by 16. 12 multiplied by 16 is equal to 192. Again, this will be cleared in next slide. Okay, because we are finding out place values in decimal. So we have to consider decimal equivalent of these letters. So decimal equivalent of C is 12. So 12 multiplied by 16 is equal to 192. E, that is 14 multiplied by 1, we have the place value is equal to 14. D, that is 13 multiplied by 0.0625, we get 0.8125 as a place value of this digit D. So thus we have written the hexadecimal number 12CE.D. Now let's find out the answer of your question, that is what is the decimal equivalents of C, E and D. So now here I have written some numbers with their equivalents different bases. The first row shows you the bases of the numbers. See here, 2 is the base, that means this is the binary numbers. This 5 sets. This is 5 set binary numbers. That means I have taken 5 sets in binary number. That's why 2 power 5 is equal to 32 numbers I must have in these slides. So let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 8, 16. 16 and 16, 32 numbers I have total. Now this is the base of the another number system, that is 8, that is it is a octal number system. So the numbers written in these two sets are actually the octal numbers. The numbers written in green color are actually the octal numbers. So these are binary numbers and this is its equivalent octal number. Similarly, this 10 is nothing but base of a decimal number system. So the numbers written in black color are the decimal numbers. This is the base of a hexadecimal number system. Therefore the numbers written in violet color is actually the hexadecimal numbers. That means this table shows you the equivalent numbers in all bases. That means a number written in binary is equal to what in octal, what in decimal and what in hexadecimal. So see here, the number 00000 in binary is equal to 00 in octal, is equal to 00 in decimal, is equal to 00 in hexadecimal. Before that I will show you whether I have written the numbers in all bases are correct or not. See here, let us start from binary. These digits shown in red color shows the set numbers. So I have used 5 sets over here and that's why I have written 2 power 5 is equal to 32 numbers in binary. Now see here, in set 0 I have used all the basic digits 0 and 1. In that case I have used first digit in set 1 and kept it constant until the final digit in set 0. Then in set 0 again digits are repeated and next digit to 0, that is 1, is used in set 1 and is kept constant until the final digit used in set 0. Remembering the concept? So in simple way what I have done, in set 0 digits are written alternatively 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 and so on. You can see over here 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. On next slide you can see over in set 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. 01 01 01 01 01. Okay, come to the first slide. Now in set 1, digit 0 is used 2 times, digit 1 is used 2 times, digit 0 is used 2 times, digit 1 is used 2 times. It is continued. See over here, digit 0 2 times, digit 1 2 times, digit 0 2 times, digit 1 2 times. Come to next slide, digit 0 2 times, digit 1 2 times, and so on. You can see over here, digit 0 2 times, digit 1 2 times, digit 0 2 times, digit 1 2 times. Come to the first slide. Now see in set 2 what I have done, digit 0 used 4 times, digit 1 used in 4 times, digit 0 set 2 digit 0 used 4 times, digit 1 used 4 times. That means in set 2 I have used both the digits 4 times. In set 3 I have used the digits 8 times, 0 used 8 times, in set 3 1 used 8 times. See on next slide, 0 used 8 times, 1 used 8 times. Come to first slide, in set 4 0 used 16 times, see over here, and after that 1 used 16 times. So I have used the binary numbers correctly. Now come to octal numbers. In octal numbers, in set 0 I have used all the basic digits, that is 0 to 7 over here, and in set 1 first digit, that is 0, is used and kept constant until the final digit used in set 0. After that in set 0 all the digits are repeated, see over here, all the digits are repeated, and next digit to 0, that is 1, is used in set 1 and kept constant until the final digit of set 0. Now come to next slide. After 7 the digits must be repeated in set 0, and in set 1 next digit to 1, that is 2, must be used. So after 17 2 0 must be there, see here 2 0 is there. In set 0 all the basic digits are used up to 7, in set 1 is used and kept constant until 7. Now after 27 again digit 0 uses all the digits, basic digits 0 to 7, and in set 1 next digit to 2, that is 3, is used and kept constant until 7. So octal numbers also I have written correctly. Now let us consider decimal numbers. See over here, decimal numbers written in black. Set 0 I have used all the basic digits 0 to 9, 7, 9, and up to 9 in set 1 0 has been used. See over here, in set 1 0 is used and is kept constant until 9, the final digit of set 0. In set 0 again digits are repeated from 0 to 5. Come to next slide, 6 7 8 9, and up to 9 1 is used, that is next digit to 0. See over here, 0 and next digit to 0, that is 1, is used and is kept constant until 9 in set 0. Now after 9 in set 0 again digits are repeated from 0 1 2 3 up to 9, and next digit to 1, that is 2, is used and is kept constant until the final digit, that is 9 in set 0. After that again the procedure is continued. I have used 0 and 1, and in set 1 next digit to 2, that is 3, is used. Now thus we have written 32 numbers right from 00 to 31. So these are the 32 numbers. Now come to hex. See over here, numbers written in violet color. In set 0 I have used all the basic digits right from 0 to 9 and A to F, 0 to 7, 8, 9, A to F, and in this case in set 1 I have used first digit, that is 0, and kept constant until the final digit used in set 0, that is F. Now after this in set 0 again digits are repeated from 0 to F, and in set 1 next digit to 0, that is 1, will be used. So after 0 F 1 0 will be there. See over here, 1 0 is there. So now again all the digits are used in set 0, 0 to F, and 1 is used in set 1 and kept constant until F. So hexadecimal numbers are also written correctly. Now you can compare all the numbers written in different bases. That means 0 0 0 0 0 in binary is equal to 0 0 in octal, 0 0 in decimal, 0 0 in hexadecimal. Next, let's come to the next number. 0 0 0 0 1 in binary is equal to 0 1 in octal, 0 1 in decimal, 0 1 in hexadecimal. See over here, 0 0 1 1 1 in binary is equal to 0 7 in octal, 0 7 in decimal, 0 7 in hexadecimal. Now let's see what happens after this binary number 1 1 1 1. What we do, this set is repeated again, and in set 3 1 is used. See over here, 1 is used and this set is repeated. See over here, 0 0 2 1 1 1. So these are the next binary numbers, and in octal, see here, after 0 7 n is there, because 0 8 is not a valid octal number. So what we have done over here, in set 0 all the digits are repeated again from 0 to 7, and next digit to 0, that is 1, is used over here and is kept constant until 7, as I have earlier told you. So 0 1 0 0 0 in binary is equal to 1 0 in octal, 0 8 in decimal, 0 8 in hexadecimal. Then 1 0 0 1 in binary is equal to 1 1 in octal, 0 9 in decimal, 0 9 in hexadecimal. Now let's see, it is an important row again. 1 0 1 0 in binary is equal to 1 2 in octal, that is 12 in octal, 1 0 in decimal, and 0 a in hexadecimal. 1 0 1 1 in binary is equal to 1 3 in octal, 1 1 in decimal, and 0 b in hexadecimal. Now you can see over here, 0 b in hexadecimal is equal to 1 1 in decimal, 0 c in hexadecimal is equal to 1 2 in decimal. That's why we have considered 11 in place of b when we have to find out place values of this digit. Now got clear? Now try to write 64 number in all bases, in binary, octal, decimal, hexadecimal at home. I hope the concept of number systems, that is decimal, binary, octal and hexadecimal, is very much clear to you. Now in further videos we will learn the conversion between bases. If you like this video, press like button, share it among your friends, subscribe to my channel Made Easy Solutions, and press bell icon to get the notification of future videos. Thank you.